Hello, welcome to Florence, welcome to the Tour de France coverage here at Velo. And for the first time the Tour is having a little bit of an expo ahead of the race. Here we've got the Becycle event in there, we've got a whole host of fancy brands. We're going to go and take a look, see what's there, see what's good, see what's exciting. I hear there's some pretty swish custom bikes, some pretty swish handmade Italian bikes, shoes with signatures on there, the job lot. Let's go and have a look.
The hub comes from you though, but
Few days before Bassano de Gra. We've scarpered from the Becycle event and come into a local bike shop here called Scarpelli. See what I did there? They've allowed us to film it. It is a traditional Italian bike shop, been open 63 years, and well, yeah, get yourself here. We'll drop a link in the description below because they've been kind enough to let us film in their workshop. They're busy repairing old Atlas frames. We've got a crossway. Yeah, it's dead cool. Anyway, we can have a talk about what we saw at the Becycle event because there is some really neat bits there, weren't there, Alvin?
Yeah.
Right, go on, what was your favourite bit? What were your few favourite? Let's start with favourite bike.
Man, you know, I have a soft spot for 3T in general. I've had a soft spot for them for a little bit. They have a new Strada Italia because they've been growing their Italia frames so that are made here in Italy. And they said that they make something like 8 or 9 frames a day or something like that.
Yeah, not many at all.
Yeah, because they have 16 people on staff there. Just really high quality, and they had one specific model that was just a raw carbon, and they had the clear coat on top. It was phenomenal.
Yeah, and they said they've got 2 facilities. They've got one here, and then one in Italy, and one Far East somewhere.
Yeah, they have a Chinese factory or something like that. But
and the ones here only use 30 pieces of carbon, 30 building bricks.
Yeah, and what did they say were the Asian ones? Is something like 200 or 300? Yeah.
Yeah, the difference is crazy. Yeah. Personally, my favourite, I'm an old, well, not an old curmudgeon, but I like my old stuff, was the Colnago.
The
Master Mexico, that gold, everything Colnago on there, brakes, shifters, the job lot. Literally, it was gorgeous and glistened in the dark environment. But yeah, absolutely lovely. But Colnago were there with a few other bikes as well. They had one that we will save for another video. I'll just flash an image of it up here. And then they had a very nice C68 with Fleur de Lion on there, Tour de France special edition.
Yeah, it had gold everything, honestly.
It was crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah. Even the caps for the through axles, they were made of gold, which was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
The painted accents were gold and everything else. It was a pretty bike.
The flecks of blue that are on the top tube are actually gold sprayed blue.
Ah, yeah.
Which is kind of a waste of gold, but yeah, it's impressive. Yeah, limited edition, and apparently Pogacar's going to be riding one first day, second day, third day, something like that.
One of the first 3 stages of the tour this year.
Best stand. There's only one best stand, isn't there?
Yeah, I think you really loved Paul Smith. I liked it too. I think as just like a designer and everything, Paul Smith is really cool, and I love the colors that are going on. And they had a fantastic display, didn't they?
If that's all his own collection of bits and pieces, I want to see his house, because it was eclectic to say the least. It was beautiful, and hopefully we're going to try and catch up with him at some point over the next couple of days, so stay tuned for that, fingers crossed. Now, another thing that I like, obviously being all Italian brands there, I'm a bit of a shoe freak. I like my trainers, like my cycling shoes, and there's both City and Northwave on show. And we got to speak to both of the guys from the two brands to find out, well, firstly, how many shoes pros get, and if there's any custom bits and pieces on them. So yeah, let's go and check out what they got to say.
Hello everybody, I'm Dennis, cycling racing manager for CD.
Okay Dennis, we've got a wealth of great looking shoes here from many eras, dating back all the way to 1973. Things have changed, but what I want to know is, how many pairs of shoes does a pro rider get today? How many shoes do you supply to the teams throughout the year?
For sure, if you start from the first one, probably one pair of shoes is sufficient for the rider to use for 5-6 years.
So this is dating back to 1973. You'd supply...
When Mr. Dino started with the cycling shoes, because he doesn't start with the cycling shoes, he started the production with mountain boots and ski boots, and after a period of very hard job done, he needed to come back on the bike, and he started to produce the cycling shoes, and he was in 73. He introduced a lot of patents, for example the patent for the cleats, to adjust the cleats under the shoes, that it was a patent of CD. In the first period, really, one pair of shoes for rider was enough for a long time, normally 4 or 5 years minimum.
Just and behind me here, sorry, we've got Indurain riding along, and you got his shoes as well, haven't you?
Yeah. During the time and during the developing of the product, we arrived, for example, at the shoes of Miguel Indurain, that normally with 2 pair of shoes he rode for 1 year.
This is a guy with more power to. Than a power station.
Yeah, for the past, yes, for sure.
Wow.
Yeah. And now we arrive at today, where we find for sure a minimum supply of 4 pair of shoes each rider. They don't use 4 pair, but just for have an idea, during a big Giro, as Giro d'Italia, as Tour de France, the rider needed to have 1 pair on the feet, and 1 pair as a spare in the first car, and a second pair as a spare in the second car, and normally a spare at home. This is why we need to supply minimum 3-4 pair each rider every year.
Okay, hello guys, I'm Thomas Brandolini from Northwave, Italy. We are here in Florence just before the Tour de France start. We brought here today to show our really high-end shoe that we developed with Filippo Ganna. In my hands is exactly his shoe with a little customization with all his wings here, as you can see, and you can also notice a little modification for a little bone he has here. So we adapted our standard upper for his foot. So
what you're saying is Ganna's got slightly wonky feet?
No, no. Everyone have different feet, let's say, and for our top rider, we do also this customization to adapt to their needs, to their feet. In his case, he has a little bones here that is pushing continuously, and we cut it. We put it this soft mesh, so he doesn't have these annoying things during the ride.
Okay. Yeah. How many pairs of shoes a year does Ganna get then? How many do you make him?
How many?
But depends, because many times we ask him to change, so we do these special colorways. Like this one was for Giro d'Italia with his logo, no? So many times he doesn't need to change it, but we ask him to change, and he also liked it.
Right, there we are, just a little bit from Becycle. Really good event, first time they've held it. Hopefully it's going to be something that's going to continue at other editions of the Tour de France. Obviously with a little bit of, whether it's held in France, French flavour, or whatever other country gets to hold the grander part. There's loads more coming from us here at Velo over the next 3 weeks. Stay tuned to the site, stay tuned to the YouTube channel, stay tuned to the Instagram, Twitter, you name it, we're there, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to be there and it's going to be really tiring, but we're going to have a lot of fun, and so will you.